Grab a cup of coffee, pull up a comfy chair, and look through the 2023 September through December Stampin' Up! Mini catalog with me. Hi, I'm Jessica Taylor, and I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 24 years now. I love when a new catalog comes out. In this video, I'll tell you my favorites and my not-so-favorites, point out things you won't want to miss, and show you a few cards I've made with new products. While this catalog has a holiday feel, it is so much more than Christmas. Let's jump ahead to my favorite new stamp set on page 64. It's called Curved Occasions. This is the first thing I had to have from this catalog because I really wanted this adorable little roller skate stamp. This is a great all occasion stamp set that you can use for lots of things, and it also has a coordinating punch that is a curved label punch. So you can use this punch here to cut out some of the greetings from the stamp set. You can use it to make slider cards so that your car can drive along the card, or your roller skate can roll along the card. And you can also use it to kind of make a swoosh across your card. So this is the first card that I made with that fun roller skate stamp, and I was thrilled to find out that it fit in the Celebrate circle from my Circle Saying stamp set. So I love that. You're going to want to watch for bundles in this catalog because you'll save 10% on coordinating products like this stamp set and the coordinating punch. While we're here, let's talk about how cute this set is too. This Warmest Heart stamp set also is a bundle that comes with dies. So you can decorate this cute little thermos, or you can use these small stamps to create your own backgrounds like they did with the Thanks stamp. There are so many great card ideas in this catalog, so be sure to use it for inspiration as well. Since we're at the back of the catalog, I just want to point out that this is where you're going to go to make sure that you don't miss anything as you were looking through the rest of the catalog. You'll find all of the bundles here, so both die, Stampin' Die bundles and Stampin' Punch bundles. So you'll want to just glance through there to make sure that you don't miss any. Even one has an embossing folder, dies, and a stamp set. Then you've got all your stamps, all your die sets, just at a quick glance. This is important, I think, because it's so easy to miss the embossing folders as well as the embellishments throughout. But you can also see all the punches, ribbon, pretty papers, all the things at the back of this catalog. Okay, now let's go back to the beginning and flip on through it. Let me know what your favorites are in the comments. Another thing that I had to have right away was this A Walk in the Forest paper. This is 12 by 12. And here is one sheet of it right here. Now, I love this because it coordinates with some of the other things in this catalog. So this is going to coordinate with the Berry Cute punch. And you can see this will punch out the bears. Now, it's too, like this bear is too far in, so you would have to trim this down a little bit before you can punch it out. But that will punch out these little bears. And then it also coordinates with the Merriest Tree dies. So you can use some of these tree dies to cut out the trees on the paper, which makes them really quick and easy to use. So some of the different size trees, cut out the different size trees on this paper. Another thing I love about this die set is the tags that it can make. Use this tag die to cut out some more of the paper in this paper pack. Another great thing about this paper pack is that for each pack you purchase, $3 will be donated to charity. I love the fun colors and designs of this paper here called Merry, Bold, and Bright. It can be used for so many different occasions. There are some like Christmassy kind of patterns or words, like this says fa la 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 la, but there's also some great patterns like these stripes and the polka dots that can be used for any occasion. They're going to make some really fun birthday cards, I think. I have another video where I'll show you all of the pretty papers from this catalog, so be sure to watch that next if you haven't already. Some other fun things in this suite are the foil paper. So here's just a little sample of it. This is the Melon Mambo, and I've used it on a card here because I think it works perfect for the garland on the tree. And then I also used it for the base here. So it just adds a little bit of shimmer and shine. These are the little iridescent adhesive backed discs. I don't know why I can't say that word. But they are pretty and shiny, and what I really like about them the best is they're totally flat. So you can add these to a card and they're not going to add any bulk when you mail them. This iridescent ribbon is really pretty too. Depending on how you see it in the light, it has some pinks and blues and maybe even some greens in it too. So that's really pretty. And I've used it just straight across the card, and that adds a lot of texture and shine. You don't even have to tie it into a bow or a knot or anything like that. Father Christmas, St. Nicholas, whatever you want to call him. I got this bundle here because I wanted the tree dies that coordinated with that first pack of paper that I showed you, but also that tag die is so versatile. I'm going to show you a little bit later in the catalog some other things that I've used it for. But I also love that even though this tree stamp is huge, like it's really big, you can use the different size dies here to make the tree smaller. So these 3 trees are just using 3 different dies to cut it down. Super easy. I also loved how this greeting, "We wish you a Merry Christmas," fit on one of the trees as well. So I just think that's a very versatile set. I always look for things that I can use in multiple ways. As you're looking through this catalog, don't miss tools and accessories sprinkled throughout this catalog, like this tiny Christmas tree die here. You can use this to create kind of a peekaboo background where you can see whatever you put behind the trees, or you can use these little trees that it cuts out to create a shaker card, or just even put in your card as like a confetti that will fall out when they open the card. This festive and fun stamp set is cute. This entire Oh Holy Night suite is just simply gorgeous, and it's so classy. You can see all the things here. Right now, the only thing I have from this is this pretty ribbon. You can see it's really sparkly. If you flip to the next pages though, you can see the stamp sets shown at full size. So you can really see what they are gonna look like. That's if you're looking at the paper copy of this catalog, they're shown full size. So then also when you see this shading around some of the images, that means that there's a coordinating die. And again, you're gonna see that down below in a bundle. I just love the pretty cards that this makes. And then also these ornaments are just gorgeous. So those would make nice skiffs. The Joy to You stamp set has these big, bold greetings that I think are perfect for the front or the inside of a card. Plus, they fit perfectly in that tag die that I've been talking about in the tree set. So those will fit nicely in there. I think you can use them on the front of a card. Here is a card that I made with this stamp here. I embossed it in white. And this is kind of non-traditional Christmas cards or Christmas colors, which is sometimes fun. The Berry Christmas Suite is so adorable. I love a stamp set with coordinating punch. And this stamp set not only coordinates with the stamp set, but it also coordinates with this Berry Christmas paper. So I showed you the punch at the very beginning, and here is a cute little polar bear that's punched out of this paper here. One thing to remember, when you look at the punch, it looks like the polar bear is facing that way, but when you punch him out after you've stamped him, note that he's always going to be looking to the left. So just something to think about when you're stamping or planning out your card. These glitter sequins are fun. Kind of bright colors. Again, these are totally flat, so they're not going to add a lot of bulk to your card, which I like. And then this snowflake sky embossing folder makes it look like it's snowing. So there's more snowflakes and dots at the top, and then it gets lighter as it goes down. These Memories and More cards, like these are just flat cards, they don't open, but then these Memories and More cards do open, like these are full cards. Pair them together and you can make some really quick and easy cards that are so cute because they're the same kind of look as all of these. If you flip the page, you can see the stamp set full size and see how that punch is going to work with it. Don't forget the bundle here. I don't love owls, but I have a friend that does, and this was at the top of her list from this catalog. These 2 stamps here are some of the only ones in this catalog that aren't shown full size. These are bigger background stamps that you can see here fill the front of a full card. So when I say full card, these are A2 size, which have a finished size of about 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. To give you some idea of how big those are. This Christmas suite is very classic. Again, you'll flip to the next page to see the stamps full size. This stamp here makes a wreath if you stamp it multiple times, like you see on the front of this catalog. So that's really pretty. Another embossing folder. There's lots of things in here that I won't really talk about because there's a lot of things in here and we don't have all day, but make sure that you look at every page and really check things out. I think that this is such a lovely winter suite here with some really gorgeous papers. In fact, I wanted to just show you this one. I show you every sheet in a different video, so make sure that you watch that. But this just gives you an idea of the really pretty colors that are in this. And then the second pack of paper in this suite are these snowflakes. And this piece is just so gorgeous. It's got a lot of shimmer and shine because it's a foil sheet. It's just one-sided. Most of the other papers are double-sided. So like the back of this looks like this. But this foil sheet is just one-sided. There's also some great silver and white sheer ribbon. That's really pretty. And then also these faceted gems. I love the colors of these, but they're a little bit on the bulky side for me. So I don't know how much I would use those on a card that I'm gonna mail. Maybe a card that I'm gonna mail with a gift, or on a 3D project, I'd be more likely to use these. I have an older snowflake stamp set that I like better than this one. But the cool thing about this one is that it's two-step. So you can stamp just the detailed snowflake, or you could stamp just the bold snowflake, or you can stamp them on top of each other in 2 different colors if you want to. So there's lots of different options for these snowflakes, which is kind of cool. Then we're going to get into the fall things, or autumn, whatever you want to call it. So on this page, I wanted to show you the embossing folder. This is called the Distress Tile embossing folder, but I think it's not just for fall. Here I used it with more of a springy color. So that's kind of cool. And then these ribbons here come as a bundle. The copper is really shiny, and you can see how small that is compared to like the burlap, but definitely very fall kind of colors. This paper here is different because one side is like they took a picture. The other side is the pattern. So again, I show all of the sheets of paper in a different video that you will want to make sure that you go watch. If you flip the page, you can see the stamps full size. And I like how there are label dies in this die set that fit with the greetings here. Again, don't forget to check the bundle to get both the stamp and coordinating dies. Some more fall type stamp sets. This on page 47, So Sincere, is a really great greeting stamp set. There's a lot of different sentiments that you might want to check out if you need some new ones. That's a nice way to kind of perk up your current craft stash, is to get some new greeting stamps. I was also really intrigued by these Abundant Beauty decorative masks. I have not used them yet, but I did get them because I wanted to kind of see how you lined them up and use them. And I think this card is gorgeous. I am not really into Halloween, and I'm definitely not a fan of spooky, but this cowboy skeleton card here is pretty cute. And I do think that the glow-in-the-dark paper could be fun for maybe some birthday cards or other different occasions. But there is some Halloween paper. And then here's another Halloween set that has dies that you can make some treat bags. That's kind of fun. This stamp set here is more of a classic fall stamp that also has Halloween stamps and a coordinating punch. So if I was looking for something that was really versatile, I would probably go with this bundle here. Okay, I have mixed feelings about this paper here because I do not love the color Winter Wheat, and it's used a lot in these papers. But there are a few sheets that I wish I could get more of, and this is one of them. I think this is gorgeous. It's Calypso Coral and Garden Green. So pretty. Here's one card that I've made with it. This is on the other side of the paper. And then here's some pearls. These are really bumpy, the big ones especially. The small ones are okay. The big ones are gonna add a lot of bulk to your cards, so just be aware of that if you're planning on mailing them. They do come in pretty colors though. And then I like this Calypso Coral trim. This is one of my favorite colors, Calypso Coral. So this is just a nice thin, almost cording that will work great for so many different things. The jury is still out on this punch here. It's a great basic shape, but I'm not sure if I love it. So I'm kind of waiting to see what people make with it before I decide if I get it or not. You can see the stamp set bigger here. I love this More Wishes stamp set. You can use all of these individual word stamps, mix and match them to make all kinds of great greetings for Christmas, New Year's, wedding, Valentine's Day, love you. So it's very versatile. Here's one card that I made for Christmas. So I used the Merry Christmas to You. That's not you. to you. And I like that you can stamp all the words in different colors if you want to. In the past, I have had a really hard time getting a good stamped image with some of these distinctive stamps. Most part, I've just avoided getting them. However, I do love how this set gives beautiful shading. I got this one because I was able to pre-order it earlier in the summer, and so I'm glad that I played around with it because I do like, this is just one stamp stamped in Orchid Oasis ink, and look at how it gives you the detail and kind of the lighter background color all at once. I really do like that look. This is the iridescent ribbon that I showed you earlier. Works great on cards. So I do like that set. It does have a coordinating die set, and so get the bundle if you like both of that. Kind of a geometric background stamp. Fireworks, those are fun. This I found interesting because it seems like it's a Mother's Day stamp set. So Mother's Day in the US isn't until May, so I'm not sure if it's earlier other places around the world. But First My Mother, Forever My Friend. It's a nice set. I think this whale set is so fun, and I'm really tempted to get this one, but then I would need to get these wave dies too, and so far I have done really well avoiding them. But I do love them. These cards right here are so fantastic. Here's another thing you don't want to miss, and that's these Cheery Patterns embossing folders. This is the big dot circles that I used on the first roller skate card that I showed you, and then this is kind of waves that they used on this card. So those are fun, but man, these are just so cute. So we'll see about that one. Here's another greeting set that has a lot for different holidays: Halloween, Valentine's, New Year, Easter, Christmas, or whatever holiday you want. Birthday, thank you. So that's a very versatile one. This Year to Celebrate stamp set is so cute. The cards are so fun. I also really like the fonts of the words. And I don't want you to miss on this page these classic gift card envelopes. They're just tiny, and you actually get a bunch of them in a pack. But they're just tiny, so they perfectly fit a gift card. So they decorated them here, but I thought you could also even tape this on the inside of a card so that they could then open it and pull the gift card out. So those are kind of cute. The deckled circle dies are a must-have. I just ordered them and I didn't really look at the details. They are big. Look at this. This is like, you can cut a sheet of 6x6 paper. So big. So there's also a lot of them. 14 different sizes of circles that you can use by themselves, or you can layer them. I did use one of the deckled circles for this card, so you can see it just kind of does this raggedy edge. It's a really fun look. And now we're right back where we started. So you can order from this catalog at the link in the description below. And if you don't already have another demonstrator and you're in the US, I thank you for selecting me, Jessica Taylor, as your demonstrator when you check out. Thank you so much for looking through this catalog with me. If you want it all, then the starter kit is the best deal, and you can find the link to that in the description below. And don't forget to watch this video next to see all the pretty papers in this catalog, sheet by sheet.